I came super curvy today. This bandana is a weak bandana. That's my Bob Marley bandana.
What are the odds that I'm wearing a Bob Marley shirt? And he's wearing a Jamaica shirt.
As you can see, guys,
even Jamaican.
As you can see, guys,
Plan this out.
I'm not even Jamaican.
look at all the Jamaicanness. He's not even Jamaican, but you know what?
I love
Everybody wants to be
mangoes.
from-
I love ackee and saltfish.
He's
Y'all
forever
know
eating
that.
off my food, so he might as well be Jamaican.
So what's up, people? It's
Paid in the highly favored.
so like yesterday, I was telling this joke to my friend.
Are you gonna
Oh
tell
my
everyone
God,
else the
it's
joke?
back.
It's back. I thought it was gone. I thought it was gone. I thought it was gone.
It was just a general statement. I was just saying yesterday I was telling a joke to my friend.
Oh, you don't have a joke then?
Hey,
Oh,
yesterday I made an omelet and I used pepper instead of just using like sriracha sauce on it afterwards.
Word.
That's exactly what you just said. That's
That's
what your
pretty
statement is.
interesting, actually.
That's what your
though.
statement is. It's a fluff. It's a fluff piece.
But it was an interesting.
Tomorrow, I actually killed Brandon, you know? It's weird. Actually, you know, I chopped his body in pieces and I ate it. Sorry.
Man.
It's a random statement. So anyways, guys, ladies, gentlemen, in-betweeners.
I appreciate those comments, y'all.
I don't.
Y'all
I
the
do.
realists.
I do. I appreciate it. It's great.
When are
great.
you gonna stop
It's
throwing
great.
love at my shit,
Highlights
guys?
of the comments last week was our homie Claudia Adams. I'll probably leave one or two of them right there.
Listen, we're gonna leave several comments. Like I want you to understand, this area right here is just gonna be like a box
Why?
with comments. You know what? I think I want to do a new style. I'm gonna do it CNN style,
Oh,
where it's
like
like
you
you have
pass it
it
up.
passing by, just have all the comments
know
from
what?
our
You
latest
know-
video.
You know what? We're gonna address the comments in the video. We're gonna address them, okay?
They're great.
So after this video, after you're done watching this video, you can leave whatever comments you want.
Whatever
And
comments
in a
you
future video. It may not release next week, probably a week after that, but we will address every single one of them.
Your outlandish comments. We will have a good time.
Can we get some directed to these guys? Like, you know, just look at them. Look how good looking these guys
I know.
are.
Let's just pretend
Let's
Isaac
just
is right here because
Sure,
apparently
sure,
some of
some-
you guys love Isaac.
Show some love to Brooks. That's fine. Just, you know,
Brooks!
and you know,
Shout out to my homie
I'm
Brooks.
gonna stop wearing sweatpants.
Brooks is Isaac. And yes, we got the table all up here so y'all can't say that he's got any hard ones now.
That was not planned, but I do appreciate
It worked out like
It worked
that.
out like that. So anyways, topic for today is...
Oh, so basically 2 days ago I was talking with one of my homies who got kind of burned by one of his female friends because he confessed his undying love for her. And she said, oh, she considers him a friend and that's all they'll ever be. So I was like, why? Like, it doesn't make sense. Because a lot of times I'm scrolling on the internet and social media, Twitter, Facebooks, and I see like those posts about, oh, females and having their boyfriends as their best friends. So it's like, you have this one male who you consider your best friend. And then when he's like, yo, have you ever considered you and me being a thing? You're just like, oh no, we're just friends. And it's like, y'all saying one thing and doing another. So, and I remember in our third video, I think it was, when we talked about can females and males be just friends without any carnal relations between them. I guess this is kind of a part two in the opposite.
I wouldn't say it's opposite, I just say it kind of follows through what I said. A lot of girls just fam zone guys and then there's no comeback from that. It's just that. And I would like to simplify it. To
You know what?
just-
That's not true. There is a way to come back from it. I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how right now. This is the key. Go to the gym and work out. Once you have accomplished this, obviously you need to be working in order to afford the diet and the gym. But once you have money and then you go to the gym and you get like a permanent summer body, there is a very good chance that that girl's gonna see you in a new light. And honestly, like, I wouldn't tell you to do this because this is a bad idea. It's only gonna end badly. This is the exact same thing as wifing a known hoe. A known hoe. I said a known hoe. Or, you know, deciding, hey, this girl that I basically cheated on, I'm like not me, but like she cheated on her man with me, I'm gonna wife it. It's like, no, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. And by the way, none of you should be dating strippers unless they're ex-strippers. Because dating a current stripper, she's gonna sell the box, you will feel away. It's just gonna end badly for your relationship. Like these are the situations that you're gonna eventually, these are like, it's in this realm of situations that you're getting into when you decide, I'm gonna change myself to be this person's preference so I can scoop them. It's a bad idea.
At the end of the day, it comes down to the law of attraction. I'm sorry, there's really no other, no matter what argument you leave in my comments, I know at the end of the day, it really comes down to one thing. When you become friends with a guy who you don't deem as attractive enough to pursue, and you slot into that friend role and get comfortable with him being that friend who is not ugly, but not something you would go, oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell my friends about, he becomes, especially if he's a good guy, you become really comfortable with him in that slot. If he comes to you and goes, oh, I actually really care about you, I want to invest time with you, whatever, you go, oh no, I need you to stay in your lane because I don't think you're that attractive. You're not attractive enough to be my boyfriend, but you're attractive enough to be my best friend, you know? And that's all it comes down to. And you can't really say otherwise, the idea of being more than just friends would have crossed your mind already. Because the law of attraction is what have pulled you guys together.
See, also that same thing is a lot of times when you are that female's best friend, she comes across somebody who becomes her man who probably isn't even worth her time. Like you're probably a 7 and he's a 5, and it's like what she see in him that she don't see in me.
Okay, so even on the flip side of that, let's say that the girl finds herself an 8 or a 9, like physically, like he's built and he's got a, you know, chill jaw, whatever. Which is fine, that's perfectly fine. Don't get exactly like a Brandon, you know, you get yourself a Brandon, but that's fine. But at the same time, if he treats you like shit, and you've got your best friend who knows you, wants to care for you.
Y'all can talk about,
you can talk about anything you want. There's no pressure, and he wants to treat you right. It's like, no, but you're like a 7. I don't really know about all that. I don't know about that. What's worse is when you guys joke about stuff. Like when you go, oh, what you talking about? You trying to get your dick sucked? Ha 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 ha. Not by me though. Or when they grab up your extremities, like, oh, what are you doing? Like those kind of things are like.
Imagine if listen, imagine if I was your best friend as a guy, and I just randomly walked by and just slapped your titties. Just. What? No, actually no, that's not fair. Because titty slapping is not necessarily like a thing for everybody. What if I just caressed your breast right quick and was like, ah man, you're feeling out nice, and I walked away, and you wanted
it's terrible
to smash.
Exactly. I'll paint you a picture. So you're the female best friend, right? And Kash is the guy that you want, right? Don't try to like throw yourself away. You're an example right now. So you want to be more than just friends with Kash. You and Kash can talk about anything. He's a nice person to you. He treats you well. He's taking you out. He showed to you his, you know, honorable side. Vice versa. Cool. You think he's super fine. Like you think the sun comes out of his ass, whatever. Like you're all into him. And like he comes to you, jokingly goes, man, I would suck out your ovaries. The heck is wrong with you? Talking all this shit. You don't want it. And then you go, oh, about the life, like about it. And he goes, no, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I actually don't see you in that light. I'm sorry. I was just joking, you know? Mm-hmm. And he does it repeatedly over and over again. Like he'll go up behind you, grab up your bum, you know, grab your breast, whatever.
I'll be like, oh, excuse me, and I'll like put my pelvis inside the crease of your like excuse me, and walk by you like all the time. All the time.
He'll rest his hands on your inside thigh when you guys are going places. Like all the things that he'll give you boyfriend treatment, but when you go, oh, I'm ready to upgrade my deal. Nah, stay in your lane.
Nah.
You're just a best
It's not your
friend.
game, fam.
It's not a thing. It's just, I don't really see it that
But
level.
also, I find as well, I feel like when they find the man, they want him to grow into that best friend role that they desire.
That's ass backwards.
Instead of having the best friend and then y'all get into that.
This makes sense.
But the thing about it is that, once again, it comes down to a very physical point. You're always going to be interested in what appeals to you. And if it doesn't appeal to you, then you either tolerate it or you slot it into a role.
Like, I know this is probably a bad example, but look at friggin' Ron Stoppable and Kim Possible.
Let's not even do this. Ron Stoppable's my fucking nigga.
The man was chilling in that Fort Knox friend zone from when they were in kindergarten.
The man had to develop powers. Like, think, no. He had to save the world multiple times in secret with powers for it to be like, oh shit, Ron, the guy who's been here for like literally, not even jokes, literally having my back, saving my fucking life multiple times. This nigga saved their life so many, like I don't want to talk
Dated
about
that Josh Mankey guy who was a 9 out
Josh
of 10.
Mankey. Fuck Josh Mankey.
He was a 9 out of 10 and Ron was over here with his.
Was Josh Mankey a fucking idiot? He was an idiot. Like, I get it. Ron isn't a smartass. He's not gonna get any questions, but like,
I got you on the worst, but the most perfect example. Gordo is the most perfect example from Lizzie McGuire. Gordo, for the entire time, sat there as the most quintessential perfect guy.
what the fuck, bro?
Quintessential.
What the fuck, Lizzie?
And you know what kills me? You know what kills me is that the very final episode is when she goes, hey, wait a second.
It's not the final episode.
It was the movie.
It was the movie, which means the series
No,
finished.
the series, exactly. The final episode of the series is when she gives that little stupid kiss on the cheek after their final grand picture. And because she goes, oh wow, Gordo was actually the one still. He was the one still. Let's give me a kiss on the cheek. And that was it. I said, after all of that.
I had to wait for a movie to get a real kiss.
After all of that.
Fuck you, McGuire.
At that point in time, I said, you might as well.
I love you, Hillary.
That was terrible. That was.
You know what? Side note, hey Hillary, shout out to you for sucking that nigga's dick who proposed to you. Cause it made him feel really bad.
Hey, yeah, don't even.
You sucked the nut out of his dick after a proposal. And that's the kind of proposal I want.
Don't worry about
That's the kind of proposal I want. I want to propose to my
Good
girl,
thing they're
and I want her to
divorced
suck
now,
the
so-
nut out of my dick.
Yeah, but that's
Out of happiness. Out of love and happiness for me. It's great. I'm also gonna suck up her soul through her ovaries, but you know.
That was not the point. Back
It's like
to
an
our
everyday
point
thing.
at hand. Our point at hand is it's kind of an injustice to do your guy like that or a girl like that. It goes both ways. We're not saying it's specific to us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we think that the reason why, well, I think it's attraction. I think there's a lot of other reasons beside attraction why you would do that. And more importantly, you know, the whole teasing that goes along with it is kind of like crushing your soul. Like
A little bit.
Like, imagine you tell a girl, I love you, I fall in love with you more every day, I think you're absolutely wonderful. And she goes, ah, that's nice. Like, at that point in time, I have the right to become a mass murderer. I have the right to become this.
She literally ripped your heart,
Like, she just
put it on the butcher
She
table,
just said,
and
here's a blender.
finally
Curated.
cut it into
Curated,
paper
stomp the
thin
yard with it.
pieces.
Give
And
back
then
to
said,
you.
here you go. Eat it.
I mean, at that point in time, and what kills me is that those are the same girls, those are the same girls that will come to you, or the same guys that will come to you when they're downtrodden, they're heartbroken, and go, oh, you know,
That guy you thought I hate
it.
Turns out he does suck.
That guy who you warned me about, who I still dated, he was trash, he broke my heart. Or that girl who I really put all my into, I really thought she was the one, she cheated on me.
Yep.
It's just annoying, like, because as that best friend, obviously that person's still gonna be there for you. We're gonna be like, yeah, because we love you, despite all the heartbreak, we get it, and the last thing we want is for you to be sad. We want to make you happy, but you don't see happiness in the person who wants to be there for you. So it's like you've already been impaled, and like she's like, oh, I got a paper cut. So you push yourself through the sword to take care of her paper cut.
That is a perfect analogy.
Through here, and you're like, wait, I got a bad day. There you go. And you just stay there. You just stay there. Because that's how much you care about a person. That sucks. That's a terrible way to feel. That's so aggravating. But there are people like that. It happens. It happens on a daily. It happens on a daily. It happens to a lot of people.
Phrase of the day, people. I've been using it all week, but like, you know, ass backwards. Ass backwards. And if you don't know what ass backwards means, it's like, hey, let me pour this glass of juice. Oh, but no, I have no glass. I've already started pouring. Let me get a glass now and just scoop up. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. You should have put the glass there first and then pour yourself some juice and or water.
Y'all want a best friend as a boyfriend? Get yourself a best friend first before you
and then upgrade him. Like, you don't even have to make him a best friend. You can make him a friend and then use the relationship to cultivate the best friend status, which should already be your
on
friend.
top of that, I think a lot of that the issue stems in you meet somebody who you find attractive and you date, and automatically your instance is you're my man or you're my girl. You're talking to the person, they're your man, they're your girl. You don't get to know the person, you know, figure out what you like about them, what you don't like, and say, okay, I want to build upon this. You go, oh, you're hot. That's what I want to date. Oh, I like what I've done so far.
You have a nice vibe.
We vibe well. Or what kills me is the people who go from talking to dating. That don't make no sense. You went from talking, which means it's not even exclusive. It's not exclusive. It's just
I can
we're talking.
literally put my dick in someone else, and it's all good.
And it's all good.
W-I-D.
But they go from talking and then they vibe well together. They go on a 1-2 date. Let's say they date for even 3 months. Cool, they date for 3 months. All of a sudden it's want to be my girlfriend or what. Like that's the kind of stuff that happens. Instead of saying let me build, you know, or rapport with you, find out what you're about, what your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations are for a long period of time. See how you treat your family, you know, whatever. And see how we part together, and then go, oh my gosh, I still find you attractive. But at this point in time, I'm ready to build something upon this. The only time you have the opportunity is really in a school setting where you see someone constantly. That's the only time you really have those relationships built upon something, or in a workplace where it builds upon something. But for the people who like the social media meetups and like all those things, y'all just jump into relationships like it's a pool. Like y'all just jump right into it head first. Like it makes no sense.
The pool's kind of shallow.
It makes no sense.
Like you come up with the rose-colored glasses effect because you hit
your head.
The head, like you hit your head,
Right.
entering the pool. Like you skinned it. Oh shit! Got a slight concussion.
Got a
Come out the
concussion.
water, looking around.
Everything
You know
was
what?
great.
I want to date you.
Everything was great. Everything was great. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
It's never, yeah.
It was. But that doesn't make any sense, you know? But anyways, give us your ideas in the comments below. Tell us what you think about it. Do you think it makes sense that the concept that we have going on right now is that you can, you know, have a person who's your best friend, and you know, it's fair to that best friend if they confess to you that they just still stay your best friend but take the L? Like, what are your thoughts on the matter? Let us know, and we'll be here always.
Also, you can take a gander at the video over there.
Correct.
Last week.
Correct.
Y'all can hit that subscribe button right
We
down
always
there.
enjoy the subs and the thumbs up.
Yes. And tell your friends. Quest to 10,000 subs so we can use the
Tell
YouTube
your
space.
best friend.
Quest to 10K, bro.
Tell your best friend the truth. If you
Seriously.
don't like them, just tell them, hey, I ain't like you. I care about you, but it's just I'm gonna need you to take some time to yourself because that's a terrible thing to string along.
Sorry, before we go, quick side note. Remember I gave you the keys earlier? I missed the key. You have to disappear for all of this to work.
You kind of have to fall back.
You have to. You don't know. I want you to understand this. Let me describe the fall back to you. Okay? You're on a plane. The plane's going to a destination. You're on the plane with your best friend. You catch that L, you need to grab a parachute and jump off the plane and coast to an island and then take a plane from that island back home. That's how far back you gotta fall back. She gotta go on that journey to her new home by herself.
Wow.
Listen, the truth of the matter is, it's exceedingly hard to get over anybody who's like in your face. Like if you think, oh my gosh, I think you're the most beautiful girl in the world, and I love you, and you see her every day or every other day, you're not getting over anytime soon. You're not. But if you take some time and go, well, there are other beautiful women in the world. I guess it's not the biggest L. And you come back and you're like, well,
take a step back, gain some perspective,
gather
see
yourself, you know?
the bigger picture.
And you know what? The last thing I want to say on this matter is that if at the end of the day, after all of this, you take a second to look at yourself and you still love the girl, just love her, bro. Love her and hope that God also hope that He has your back. I mean, sometimes you love somebody so purely and so truly that it don't matter if they don't love you. What matters to you is their happiness. So I mean, in that situation, you know, don't diss her, don't throw shade at her. If you love her like that, just, you know, be her friend and hope that maybe one day the concussion goes away and all those other niggas who are treating her like shit, she don't want no more. She wants, you know, somebody's gonna take care of her, love her. Then bam, hopefully you're the person. That's all you can do.
Also, this weekend we're going to see Captain America: Civil War. I'm sure there's gonna
Fingers crossed.
There's gonna be probably some vlogs of that, so that may be coming out.
I died last vlog. I don't know.
Honestly, I don't even think there's anything really to do for you guys in the vlog. Like, Hollywood really fucked us, okay? The last couple of movies, they've been giving us too much. I don't know about you guys, but they've been giving us too much.
Alright, cool.
Anyway.
It seems very reminiscent to when I did that. Just biting my moves. It just seems like you're biting my moves.
It does seem like he's biting your moves.
Alrighty.